I find it so strange that a lawyer by profession gets into a case or get involved with his client, right? And his client is about to confess willingly, voluntarily, right? His clients gets there, he goes there with the clients, he submits everything except his signature. I find it quite strange and questionable. I am still trying to come in terms with the idea that there was an attorney that was there who did not leave his signature behind, but this same attorney is supposed to be believed. You know why I'm asking? I'm struggling to come to terms with that. It is simply because of the following. If I give you my ID and then I don't sign any document, right? So if I don't sign any document whilst giving you my ID, and you go and you purchase a car, pretending to be me, right? The next thing they come to me and say I owe them, and I ask them, where did I sign? What are they going to say? And what if I come to them and say it was an identity theft? What are you going to say? And I say I wasn't there. How are you going to prove that? Okay, maybe I need to give you a bit of examples. Have you ever gone to a bank and you take a loan and they don't take your signature? Has it ever happened? I'm trying to understand the logic in this, where Bongani Ntanzi is about to confess, his lawyer is there, but this same lawyer does not commit and in putting his signature. Was that guy even a lawyer? To begin with, it's quite interesting. But nevertheless, I am going to take this journey with you, provided that we are interested. If you are interested, then please stick around. As you stick around, there are only few favors that I'm requesting from you guys. Number 1, subscribe. Number 2, like the video. Number 3, comment in the comment section below. Number 4, you need to watch this video until the end. Number 5, you need to watch the ads. Number 6, share this video with everyone. Speaking about sharing this video with just when you see a stranger passing by, tell them, hey, come and subscribe here. You know what I'm saying? Right. Today, I'm going to offend some of you. I don't know if you will be offended, but you need to watch this video until the end. Logic tells me it became an argument, and the defense signed a new striker, and that striker is called Advocate Mngomezulu. The first thing that the striker did, he scored a goal for the team by arguing to a point that the judge ruled in his favor. That was his first goal. Then he gets to be given this chance to now, hey, where Advocate Mngomezulu, we have a problem with this magistrate. He's like, you know what? Bring him here. What a way of introducing yourself. This guy, he must be banned from practicing, because I feel like now he's just flexing. You know what I'm saying? He's just flexing his capabilities. You're like, come on, man, it's too much. And he's just continuing. So I think you guys need to give me a message that I need to talk to him on Monday and tell him to stop flexing, because I felt like we saw within 15 minutes that, okay, Advocate, we see where you're going. We can see what you are cooking. Don't continue, Advocate. Stop. We now understand. You know what I'm saying? And then the other thing that he did, this is the first advocate. I'm joking when I say he must be banned. I'm joking, guys. Hey, we need Advocate Mngomezulu. This is the first advocate who goes into a case, argue a case, but understands that when you are arguing a case, you need to take the public into look with you. You know what I'm saying? He's arguing his approach to this case. He understood that there are people with public interest and there are people who will make analysis out of what is happening in court. So he goes to court with that understanding. The only time or the last time I saw a person arguing from that perspective, it was on the case of O.J. Simpson, right, in America. When they did that, they understood that they need to talk to the public while arguing in court. Advocate Mngomezulu, I know. Ngiyamvuma lo baba. I advocate. We need an interview. I need an interview with you. The ability to focus on a point, structure up a debate or an argument, and go straight into that person. Oh, top on another level. I did not understand that there would have been a problem with the individual that was there. But advocate brought it up. Number two, he attacks the signature and say, where's the signature of this person? Number three, he attacks the intimidation strategy that was used. For the fact that there were people who were heavily armed on the passage, it influences the decision of Bongani Ntanzi. You know what I'm saying? Haibo. That guy was trending on Twitter, not for nothing. People were so excited about his his ability, the way he goes. You know what I'm saying? You can feel, you know what I'm saying? That you know what? The man is taking people on. Yeah. But some of the things that he spoke about. Yo. Let go. Is it correct that you took the confession? I'm not gonna go into that one. Okay, yes. I did take the confession. That was him asking Magistrate Cronje. Cronje. I've got an Afrikaner speaking person on my WhatsApp. Please, is it Cronje? I know you listen to my videos. Is it Cronje or Cronje? I don't know. Okay, okay. Mngomezulu, is it the same provision also require the confession to make in writing? Is that correct, Cronje? Yes, that's correct. Mngomezulu now gears up to the provision of section 217. Is it correct that you made the confession according to the provision of section 17, and then she agrees and all the stuff? The problem is going to start. The problem that I saw with the magistrate that we have today, there is no difference between him and Tumelo. They overcompensate. They over-explain. And when you over-explain, you tend to become more vulnerable. I'll give an example. What's the best example? But with Tumelo, okay, let me say so. In court, the shorter the answer, the better. Now she ended up wanting to take the stage and overcompensating, over answering. You end up exposing yourself. The more you keep it short, the better. But when you notice somebody that was handcuffed, that was the assumption that that was a person who came to make a confession. She says yes. So there is no record of that conversation. Obviously, we know what happened to that conversation. The evidence of what he says amounts to hearsay. But unless it comes to testify, Cronje, I think they were talking about this guy here. I forgot it. Is it what? I forgot that one. I'll pass this one. Somebody will remind me in the comment section below when the advocate was saying that. Please answer the question. What did you discuss with Dominic Minya? Oh yeah, you are talking about this. Good. There is no record of their conversation, right? Because the advocate, what he did, he first attacked this person to say, who is this person? Yeah. So he's asking a question. What did you discuss with Minyako? What you discussed with him cannot be confirmed at this point. Cronje says yes. Mngomezulu, you did not make the copies of Mr. Munyako's identity and fund certificate of Mr. Munyako. Cronje, yes, say yes. This is where I was like, yo. This lawyer, Mjiako, represent accused number 2, right? He is a lawyer for accused number 2. But listen carefully, you did not make the copies of Mr. Njiako's fidelity fund and the certificate of Mr. Njiako. There's nothing. Cronje, yes. Mngomezulu, the officer who talked about the officer who makes the copies and blah blah. Okay, no problem. Was it Njiako who represented that guy? I think I miss. Yeah, there's something that I'm making a mistake there and there. Then that the confession made by the peace officer, other than a magistrate, or okay, they were arguing the issue of that one, which is not related to us. So let's leave this one. I mean, I'm gonna go straight to the points that matters the most. Cronje agrees that it's not how she understood it and blah blah blah, which is not what we are interested in, because we wanna save data for those who are not using Wi-Fi, right? And then advocate Mngomezulu uthi, my instructions are that he was not represented. He does not even know Mr. Njiako. Yeah, now I got a confirmation. Because I was now starting to doubt myself a little bit. This Njiako, right? There is nowhere in the confession where he appended his signature. Guys, let's be realistic. I've worked in the property space. In the property space, there are a lot of documents that you sign. Every person who has a significant role in the process gets to append their signature. That's the fact. But furthermore, I'm now moving into something more criminal related or related with justice. I've been into a firearm school. Every single individual that appears there, whether you are appearing as a witness or what, you append your signature. There are people that when you are doing a firearm license, you get probably 4 witnesses or 3 to 4 witnesses. Each and every one of them will append their signature. Guys, that's how vigorous the process is. A firearm and a criminal case, they are not the same, but you can somehow find the similarities of the sensitivity thereon. In a criminal case where a person is supposedly confessing to the magistrate, is it not equally important to have everybody's signature similar to a person that is doing a firearm? To get what I'm trying to say, similar to the person that is signing a bond, the witness is there on. Is it not actually equally important according to logic here? I find it to be equally important, but I can even argue that in this case it is even more important because this person is about to go to prison. Prison changes people's life. So how do you make such a crucial decision with a person that does not commit by putting their signature, so that when we say or when we trace them through their paperwork, they don't get to say, no, actually it was identity theft. We can also prove that by their signature. But guess what? This person's signature here is missing. What if this person comes back tomorrow and say, I was never there? How are you going to argue that? What is going on here? Was this even a confession? This guy, Mr. Njiako, was even a lawyer there. In court, they say you are proving a case beyond reasonable doubt. At this particular juncture, I am honestly, I don't believe that guy was a lawyer. The guy that was there, I don't believe that guy was a lawyer. That's number one. Number two, if he was a lawyer, I've got a problem with the fact that he did not append his signature How am I going to ascertain myself that surely he understood what was happening and he was really down for it and it was a legal matter? Look, everything, the procedure was legal. How am I going to ascertain myself that? But I don't see the possibility of me arriving at a decision that does not have doubt at this particular juncture, right? In the words of Attorney Toban, TT Toban, he said, the purpose of the defense is just to poke holes and prove doubts. That's it. The purpose of the state is to make sure that the case is beyond reasonable doubt. Beyond reasonable doubt. Are there no doubt? Personally, I'm seeing them. So, fast forward. Ms. Cronje talks about the instruction that this guy was not represented and blah blah blah. We're gonna leave that one. I've already ironed up a lot of things there. They did not make an appointment of Mr. Njiako's appointment certificate copy. Mr. Njiako is the man who Cronje says she understood was present during the confession of accused number 2, and he was accused number 2's lawyer as well. Okay, no problem. The discussion cannot be confirmed between the two. That's another problem. So we have, here's what we find it fun. The magistrate was able to record the conversation that happened between him and Bongan, accused number 2, but was not able to capture everything that was happening there properly. Guys, I'm having a problem believing this look. Guys, I can tell you this, after God fear lawyers, they are only looking for a smallanyana thing. Bayibiza ngentuba. Intuba, it's a smallanyana hall. A small. What they just found a loophole, a smallanyana loophole, and they explore it, and then it exploded. Yeah. If you didn't watch today's court proceeding, the cross-examination, you missed a lot of things. So then she was saying, Mngomezulu, that the person was wearing a suit. Who was it? Cronje, he introduced himself as Mr. Dominic Njiako. Mngomezulu, you satisfy yourself he was an attorney. Cronje says, yes. Mngomezulu, for your information, that recording has not been accepted into record. So you were saying they should use certain information that was no longer been accepted to court. Mngomezulu, did you afford an opportunity to consult before taking the confession? Cronje, you listened to the confession, that was her answer, and they were like, nope, please don't refer to that. Okay, so moving forward, we argued, I already told you that there was an argument about Mr. Njiako's papers that were not satisfied. It was just a word of mouth, but there's no document that confirmed that indeed, or there are document, but there's no signature. There's some shady nyana about this lawyer, man. No. I'm having a problem. Did you afford an opportunity to consult with the lawyer? Cronje, say you listen to the recording, but stop with that recording. Unless Mr. Njiako is called, he can tell you, look, whatever I tell you, it cannot be accepted, which is fair. Cronje says the lawyer's fidelity fund certificate number is on the confession, so that can be traced. Okay, so, like I said, I had a problem with this, to say, if you are saying the fidelity fund number is on the confession, you are saying we can trace him with that. How is it that you were so accurately documenting things, but you forgot to document? Remember, this is the same lawyer, ne? This is the same magistrate who, she said, when she came in, there were people who were from Metropolis, who were, by the way, were not supposed to be there to begin with. SAPS have got their own people. They've got their own resources. But let's leave that one. So she finds people who are heavily armed. We say, no problem, we'll take that. But remember I told you, as soon as she wants their card, then they disappear. Only 3 of them are left. Why? That alone leaves a lot to be desired. If you understood that question, therefore now it is now being coupled with the fact that, number 2, There's Mr. Njiako here who does not, whose papers are not submitted for the why. How is it that you forget to capture his identity while you were with him sitting in that office? Dominic, I can't. There's something fishy here about this confession. So then she argues that no, the interpreter was there, so they can attest to that. Mngomezulu, my question stands. What you discussed with Dominic cannot be confirmed. I have already answered that question. I said with this magistrate, there's a problem with this magistrate. She is overcompensating, and that's the problem. You know, when you are over answering questions that you're not being asked, you tend to get yourself into troubles, like this magistrate. But Lulen. Okay, yes, Lulen. Why ask the person giving the confession if you were ever threatened or persuaded? If anything had been done to influence them, that if so, she would have made sure it is recorded and blah blah. Because it's no longer important anymore. What is necessary is to introduce yourself. As a magistrate, an alleged confession room. It does not amount to an indictment, Mr. Cronje. No. Okay, so the argument here again was the fact that, wait, when I if I move into a room and I'm saying I am the Deputy President of South Africa, that alone is an intimidation. It amounts to intimidation. Pella, talking to the Deputy President of this country on itself, it's heavy. You're like, huh? You know what I'm saying? So that is what Mr. Mngomezulu. Yeah. What are that lawyer? After God, guys, fear lawyers. After God, fear lawyers, guys. Guys, yashis. Mngomezulu asked the confession is like a pro forma document, which I'm not gonna dwell on that one now because that pro forma, there was an argument about it, which it was not that much exciting, except the fact that the identity was the one that was so exciting. Remember the pro forma? We've already argued the pro forma in the morning, so there was nothing much in the pro forma itself. And then the collection of forms and all the stuff, I'm not going to go into that one because also it's not important. It doesn't play any important significance. Then there's this question that was, look, Mr. Cronje says, she said that I told Bongani that I am not, and look, I am not a I'm a magistrate and I'm not involved in the investigation. Obviously, magistrates are not involved in any investigation. We understand that, Mr. Cronje or Cronje. Yeah, people, please help me there. Now, but nevertheless, we saw the person was handcuffed and blah blah. I said, now, this is another problem as well. Between the deponent and the attorney, who initiated the taking of the confession is the deponent, but in the presence of his attorney. Hey, I find it strange to believe that. But again, we are siding with certain people, stemile, blah 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 blah. I don't know. So Mngomezulu says, did you check if the deponent understood what regularity means, right? Because Mngomezulu, did you explain what you meant by irregularity? No. Did you check if the deponent understood what was irregularity meant? Mr. Cronje, not at that stage. If there was any irregularity, I'm gonna make sure that you find a protection against you. If you don't understand what is even the irregularity, what are you going to understand to begin with? What are you going to say to begin with? That's the question from Mngomezulu. Yabona, today I've realized, after God, fear lawyers. I don't want to date a lawyer. Hi, guys. She may be, I don't know, marry a lawyer. She may be pretty. She may be from my church. As soon as you say you're a lawyer, thank you. The way they were able to turn Something that I thought it's a straightforward thing, but the way they were able to turn it upside down, and I was like, okay. So Mngomezulu, at that time, he came to you. Had you ascertained of he was charged, or it was just a regular person coming to you? Mr. Cronje says, I wasn't aware whether he was charged. I just took him to someone who came to. I just took it as someone who came to make a confession. Are you aware that the deponent was arrested in Rustenburg? No, Mr. Cronje answered. Mr. Mngomezulu, are you aware that he was arrested on the 16th of June? Mr. Cronje, he told me he was arrested on the 16th of June. Okay, no problem. Mngomezulu, at the time Ntanzi appeared before you, did you ascertain if he had been charged or ordinarily a civilian wanting to make a confession? Cronje, I did not ask that question in that manner. I didn't know if he was charged. I took him as an ordinary person who was there to make a confession. Right, no problem. We're gonna say that. We're gonna work with that, Miss Cronje. Hey, yabona. So Mngomezulu was arrested on the 16th of, not Mngomezulu, man. Mngomezulu is the lawyer. Mr. Ntanzi was arrested on the 16th of June, 2020, right? He was brought to you on the 24th of June, 2020. That is 8 days later. When he was brought to you, he had not appeared before court in the required 48 hours. Cronje, no, I didn't know that. In the normal course, when a person did not appear, in court before 48 hours, what would you, is it normal or not? That was the question. Under normal circumstances, I will hold a section 242, an inquiry, and if there is a need, I will strike the matter off the roll. That means if the person does not appear before court within 48 hours, I will hold that inquiry, and if I'm satisfied, I will strike that off the roll. I want today. The first appearance in court was on the 27th of June 2020. Cronje, I have no knowledge of that. But I felt like the lawyers were just putting things on record here for later purposes, because they will then make their argument in the end. But according to you, if he was brought before you on the 27th, will you have struck the matter off the roll, right? I will first hold the section 342 inquiry. I will not just strike off the which was fair. It was fair from Ms. Cronje, the magistrate. Hey, it's always difficult to go against the magistrate because, wow. She will see me and say, Wena, what did you say about me? Guys, please. Guys, please protect me, guys. This magistrate. Mr. Cronje then was asked, Ms. Cronje, was the statement signed? Ms. Cronje, yes. Can you go to page 6 of the statement? Cronje, yes. And then they said, Mr. Ntanzi did not sign that statement. Right? There is no signature of the deponent on page 6. There is no full signature of the deponent. Cronje says it is initial, meaning he wrote his initial. So he wrote BM. Hey guys, I'm BM. Here to W. Find me a name with W, or something, so that I can be BMW. You get it? Hustling. It's not about me. Okay. So then they were talking about the fact that in comparison, there's always a need for him to initial and sign every document. Like, I was like, yeah, it makes sense. Like, honestly, guys, I've been into a property space. I've seen how documents are signed. I've been into the firearm department, not department per se, but firearm schools. I know how things are done. The paperwork is exhausting. And they make sure that tomorrow you cannot come and say, I did not sign. You sign each and every single page. And let me tell you this, the paperwork, a firearm, it's like this. It's like this. You're going to sign this paperwork like this at school during the class when you're attending this thing. And when you go to the police station to register that certificate, you're still going to sign document like this. So I saw the importance of of your signature in each and every page. So I guess today it became a central thing where they were trying to prove that the lawyer that was there, it was actually not a lawyer, number one. Number two, the argument was about the fact that Bongani Ntanzi, he made a confession under duress. You know what I'm saying? And that was the main point of contention. You know what I'm saying? They contested that because Mngomezulu had said it before that the confession was made under duress. Number one. Number two, he then tried to prove that even Miss Cronje herself had made some number of errors in taking that confession, and because of that, her confession cannot be trusted. That is where we're going right now. Because of that, her confession cannot be trusted. Yeah, I'm just checking some of the most important things that I saw happening in court. But wow. Guys, after God, fear lawyers. If you are not smart, do not date lawyers. I'm telling you. Those people will dribble you broad daylight. Like, how did they find a loophole in that and they turned it upside down? And the way they turned it, it was so interesting. Like very, very entertaining and very cultivating. You know what I'm saying? But today I learned a lot. I learned a lot. You know when they say you need to prove a case beyond reasonable doubt. Remember, I made a video before the 20th of October. I think I made a video on the 19th of October, yes. And I said, I am now starting to doubt if Bongani, why the lawyers were arguing that Bongani, he did not make, they don't want the lawyer to listen to the audio. Does that mean that Bongani has got something to hide? Bongani has got something to hide. There's a difference between Bongani and Bongani. Bongani, it ends with E. Bongani ends with I. So yeah, you will understand that when you sign document, if you put the E and then I come as Bongani to claim that, they will say it's not you, it's not support. Do you see how silly is this thing? That's another angle, by the way. Let's talk about it. I once signed a document. We're still talking about the identity, but I'm making an example. Well, I once went to Standard Bank, and then what I did, I forgot to write my name the right way. So when I was signing the other document, I wrote my name the right way. N-I, look, it's B-O-N-G-A-N-I. The other time there was a problem with my Standard Bank account, what I did, I wrote B-O-N-G-A-N-E. Then I wrote my surname the correct way, M-A-S-U-K-U. Guess what? That thing was rejected by Standard Bank, and they said it's not you. It's not you. The one that we know, the owner of this account, his initial, look, that I was the distinguishing factor. Do you see how small that thing is? But it became an issue. I couldn't have access to my own account because of what I wrote. I had to start afresh the process for them to verify that it was me. If Standard Bank had to do that, how important is that to be done in a criminal court? Where are the initials of Mr. Ujig? Where are the initials of this guy? Why didn't this guy append his signatures on the papers? Yeah, what today? I can't talk, but guys, if you didn't watch today's proceeding, please go get go do a recap. Yeah, I am sitting here now. I'm doubting if Bongani made that confession to begin with. If he made that confession, I'm seriously saying, indeed it was under duress. he did not make that confession voluntarily. Today, because of the questioning of the lawyers, I can say to you, I don't believe the state completely about Bongani. I can sit here and say, Bongani must be released. Bongani must be released. He doesn't deserve to be there. That's what I can say. That's what I got. They affirm that in my mind. Because yesterday I was doubting. But today, Bongani must be released. See you on the next video. But until then, please take care.